Um, uh, to start, would you mind giving us a brief introduction of yourself and what your company does?
Okay, so as you know, my name is Lincoln. I currently do a couple of things. Of course, I'm a COO here at the Integrated International School. So I'm assisting to run the school with the founder as well. Um, I'm also an adjunct lecturer with Curtin Singapore and a deputy unit coordinator for one of the units, IBUS 1001. Do a couple of social work as well, so helping out in the community. So that's what I've been doing so far, mainly in the education industry.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
So, what kind of work experience do you have before this business?
I was mainly in education, so I did a lot of business development, so sales, marketing, did academic work as well as a lecturer and faculty head. So I was managing lecturers as well. Eventually moved on to become a general manager of enrichment center and a deputy general manager of a school. So a lot of experience in P&L management. So that's where I came before I came onto this role.
Okay, thank you. So why you did decide to join this business, join this industry?
So I'm currently in the special needs industry, and I think this is an industry that is not very well served, and that's why I'm here to help best to cater to this group of students who, without a school like us, would essentially have nowhere else to go. So we're trying to give these students a chance in life, and hopefully they'll be able to be successful and, more importantly, be able to be self-sustaining as well.
Okay,
Mm.
thank you. So what kind of resource or network did you have when you start this business?
In terms of resource and networks, I would say I have always been an individual that tried to build relationships. Relationship building is very important in any business or even any jobs. So I had contacts in terms of lecturers, in terms of even cleaning companies or cleaners that I could tap on to get onto my company. I also had contacts in terms of potential business investors, uh, marketing people. So building these relationships is very important, I would say, in anything that we do.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for your answer.
Sure.
So I would like to ask, how did you feel about taking risk when you first started a business?
I mean, I've started a couple of businesses. Taking off risks is always going to be a challenge. And that's why doing it early might be a lot easier than later in life.
Recording in progress.
When we are at a later stage in life, of course, we have commitments like family, like kids, and starting a business then would be a little bit more stressful. So certainly the amount of stress is there, but at the end of the day, very often it's quite rewarding. But the amount of effort that is required is also a lot. It's not like a daily 8 to 5, 9 to 6 kind of a job. Yeah, it's being there and ensuring that everything is well taken care of 24/7.
Okay. So, did you want a simple lifestyle business or did you want to grow fast? Did this goal
Hmm.
change over time?
Um, for me, it's always been trying to grow fast. So even at this moment, I'm trying to expand the business to go international. So been trying to get opportunity to set up new schools and campuses around Asia Pacific as well, or Southeast Asia more specifically. So growing fast is there, but of course, you must ensure that your home base is secured first, and then you can consider moving international.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you for your answer.
Sure.
And now I want to ask, did you have any wrong assumption at the beginning? And what did you
Hmm.
learn from them?
Wrong assumptions are always going to be there. It's a matter of mitigating those risks. One of the key assumptions I had was that the people I hired would always be there to fight together with me in the business. But along the way, you realize that everybody is different thoughts and different uh, goals and dreams. So I learned quite early on that we work with people that are willing to work with us, and those that are unwilling to or find something else to in life that they want to do, then of course we've got to move on and find someone else to take over their role and responsibilities. So that is the biggest misconception I have, that everybody will always be there for you for the long time, but it doesn't always happen.
Okay, so I also want to ask, what were your biggest mistake and best moment, and what lesson did you learn from them?
The biggest mistake, I think, was being complacent and believing that I could just relax and focus on other things while letting the business run on its own. That did affect, to a certain extent, the P&L of the company. When you realize that once you hand off, people also start to lose focus. So of course, then in order to make sure that we continue to become profitable, uh, I then focus more on the business and managing everybody more tightly. So that is the biggest mistake that I made so far. In terms of biggest happiest moment, I think it's when we were able to, or I was able to turn things around for the business and secure a well-recognized certification from the authorities or the licensing body. So we had tried for many years but couldn't, and finally we did. And I think that was the biggest point in time that we had so far.
Okay, thank you for your answer.
Welcome.
Okay, so thank you for your sharing.
Sure.
As you mentioned, you have a lot of business before, and
Hmm.
did those any business ever most fail, and how do you make the decision to save it?
Sorry, I can't really understand what you're asking. Can you ask again?
The 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 did those any business almost nearly fail?
Certainly we had a couple of businesses that didn't do well. Eventually had to part ways with my partners as well. If you're asking why that happened, then obviously it is, as I always teach in my IBUS class, finding the right partner is important. And sometimes when partners have different objectives or different directions, then it's very difficult to continue the business, and usually that's why the businesses fail.
Okay, thank you. And
Welcome.
I also wanna ask, what's a personal trait help you to uh, help you succeed in the business?
In terms of personal trait, I think being creative and being resilient as well are two very important traits, not only in business but in your career. Being creative is finding out new ideas or new ways of approaching a problem or approaching an opportunity, which many people might not be able to do. And being resilient as well, because in business, not every day is a good day. Some days you have very big challenges that you need to face and to fix and to address. So therefore, being resilient is one, because at the highest level, as a leader, you don't really have many people that you can ask or you can seek help or to share your difficulties with. So being able to be resilient is very important.
Okay, thank you. And the last question is, what advice would you give a student who wants to start a business today?
For a student that wants to start a business, I would say have a interesting solution to a problem. So you must be able to identify maybe a problem that you are trying to solve or trying to fix, and have an interesting solution to that. If your solution is one that can fix or address a problem well enough, then your solution would always be one that is always in demand. So that's what I would advise. And of course, as I fall back to the trait, to be very resilient. Not every day is a good day. And being an entrepreneur, the start is always very, very difficult. So you must be able to stay the course. Yeah.
Okay. Excuse me, sir. May
Sure.
I ask some additional question?
Sure.
So may I ask, what's your future plan on your business? What do you plan on it?
Okay, my future plan for the business is, of course, to expand the business. I have a solution. As I said, finding the solution to the problem is important, and the solution that my company provides to the students that we cater to is one that is very unique. And that's why I want to bring this solution to the students in many other different countries as well. So of course, my plan is to be present in at least Southeast Asia, or the major cities in Southeast Asia. That's what I'm looking for in the immediate term.
Okay. And if you have another choice, do you still choose this industry or choose some other work to do?
I think I will still continue in this industry. For me, it's a personal choice. Education is a big thing for me, and in everything I do, I like to educate, I like to teach, and so definitely I would still come back to this industry for sure.
Yeah, that's a great choice. Thank you for your choice.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was you student in IBUS 1000.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you teach very well. I still remember
Thank you.
it. Okay. That's all of our question. Thank you
Okay,
very much.
good. Thank you very much.
For
All the
sharing your
best in
time.
your entrepreneurship module, yeah?
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
take care.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Thank you,
Bye
Richie.
bye.
We have gained some insights from this interview. Listening to Lincoln's background, we deeply realize that an entrepreneur is forged through experience. He worked in business development, sales, marketing, and academic before stepping into general management. This cross-functional experience allowed me to bridge the gap between academic theory and practical management. Two fields that often speak a completely different language. It reminds us that in our early careers, we shouldn't limit ourselves to a single comfortable role. Building a multidimensional skill set is the foundation for seeing the big picture. When you spend time in sales, you learn the puzzle of market. When you step in academic, you understood the core methodology. For individuals aiming for leadership, our literal remove is not a detour, but a strategy accumulation for professional capital to teach us patience, adaptability, and operational empathy. Lincoln's trajectory shows that true leadership requires deep understanding of different departments, which can only be developed by having worked in their shoes. Therefore, as students and future professionals, we should welcome diverse challenges, understanding that the horizontal extension in our career. And about the second question, Lincoln's reason for entering the special needs industry is truly touching and profoundly educational. He identified the severe under, underserved market and wanted to give these students a genuine chance and to be self-sustaining in life, rather than being passive recipient of charity. From a business perspective, this is identifying a classic underserved market or a niche with high entry barrier. But from a social perspective, it perfectly embodies the spirit of social entrepreneurship. This approach challenges the traditional notion that a business existing solely to maximum shareholders' profits. That's most enduring business modes are most always built upon solving engineering social pain points. When a business aligns its financial goal with human dignity and social progress, it creates a sustainable ecosystem that commercial success and social impact reinforce each other. Bitcoin's insights remind us that true innovation isn't about creating the next tech gadget. It's about looking marginalized communities and asking how sustainable business infrastructure can empower them.
About the third question, regarding resource and the networking, Lincoln shared a highly inspiring point that completely redefines social capital. His network includes not just the high-profile investor and marketing professionals, but also cleaning companies and grassroots cleaners. This shutters the common. Networking is not only about connecting upward with powerful and influential. In reality, the smooth daily operation of any business rests heavily on support at every basic level. If the fundamental operation fail, the grandest corporate strategy will inevitably collapse. A true entrepreneur respects and builds genuine relationships with people from all walks of life to construct a solid, all-encompassing support system. This perspective teaches us humanity and operational wisdom. Networking shouldn't be a transaction game of collecting business cards from executives. It should be about building an unsticker community based on mutual respect. Lincoln's support showed that every individual in an organization ecosystem plays a vital role by valuing the contribution of everyone. And a resilient organization culture that can weather any crisis. Moving forward, we should mindfully broaden our perspective on our connection.
Okay, thank you for your sharing that. I think your answer showed a very real side of internship. Many people may only see the rewarding part of starting a business, but they may not fully understand the stress and responsibility behind it. As you mentioned, taking risk can be easier when people are younger because may have fewer family or financial communicate. But later in life, the pressure becomes greater because business decisions may affect not only the internship but also their family, the people around them. I also think it is meaningful that you describe internship as not being like a normal 8 to 5 job. It's showing that starting a business requires much more time, effort, or attention than a regular job. From your experience, I can see that risk taking is not only about being brave, but also about being prepared to take responsibility all the time. This makes me realize that internship can be rewarding, but it also requires strong communicates and personal safe. S- about question 5, thank you for your answer. I think your response showed that you have always had a clean growth mandate for business instead of only waiting to maintain a simple lifestyle business. You want the company to expand and even move into the international market. I think that is a quite inspiring because it shows that internship often need to think beyond the grad strategy and looking for bigger opportunities in the future. At the same time, I think your point about sourcing the home base first is very important. Growing fast sounds exciting, but if the main business is not sustained, expansion can become risk. Your answer shows that business growth should not only be about speed, but also about preparation and foundation. From this, I learned that a good internship needs admission, but also need to be realistic and careful. Before entering new markets, the business must first make sure that it is exciting operation, team, and model are strong enough to support future expansion.
Well, for the question 6 and 7, I think what he mentioned is actually very realistic and meaningful because many people may think that starting a business is mainly about having a good idea, good products, or enough capital. But from your experience, we can see that people management is also a very important part of the entrepreneurship. At the beginning, you assumed that the people you hired would always stay and fight together with you. But later, you realize that everyone has different goals, dreams, and life plans. I think this is a very important lesson because entrepreneurs cannot fully control whether people stay or leave. What they can do is to build a suitable team, work with people who share the same direction, and be prepared to adjust when changes happen. I also think your reflection on complaints is very valuable. When a business starts to become more stable, it is easy for the owner to think that everything can run by itself. However, your experience shows that if the founder becomes less involved, the team may also lose focus, and this can directly affect the company's performance. So I think this reminds us that leadership is not only important at the beginning for the business, but also throughout the whole business journey. A business owner still needs to monitor the operation, motivate the team, and make sure everyone is moving in the same direction. At the same time, I found your best moment is very inspiring. After trying for many years, finally being able to turn the business around and secure an important certification must have been a very meaningful achievement. It shows that success does not always come quickly, and sometimes entrepreneurs need to experience mistakes, pressure, and failure before they reach an important breakthrough. Overall, I think your story shows the importance of persistence, responsibility, and adaptability in the entrepreneurship. It also shows that mistakes are not only failure, but also learning opportunities that helps entrepreneurs become more mature and more capable in managing their business.
Okay, following the Zhicheng's summary, I will share more some of my own thoughts from the interview. From this interview, I learned several important things about starting running a business. It also gave us a more realistic understanding of what entrepreneurship is like. First, choosing a right partner is important. If people in the business have different goals and directions, it becomes very hard to continue. Over time, this can create conflict and may finally lead to failure. So I understand that success is not only about a good idea, but also about having the right people who can work together. Second, personal qualities like creativity and resilience are very important. Creativity helps you think of new ideas and new ways to solve problems. At the same time, resilience helps you stay strong during the difficult times. I also realized that being a leader can sometimes feel quite lonely. And as Lincoln once said, because you have to make decisions by yourself. Finally, a good business should solve a real problem. If your idea can truly help people, there will always be demand for it. However, starting a business is not easy, especially at the beginning, so you have to be patient and keep going even when things do not going well. Overall, this interview helped us realize that success in business is not only about the idea itself, but also about the mindset, precedence, and teamwork. Before this, I used to think having a good idea was the most important thing in the business. But now I feel that how you deal with the challenge and how you work with others are just as important. So that's all of our summary in this interview.
Okay, that's all. Thank you all for your hard working.